Alright folks, welcome back to Glesga News. So, I've kept the record today to look for a particular story, and what have I found here? I found Douglas Roy should resign for tampering with somebody about something with cannabis, another fucking lorry on fire, some idiot with a mask going, something about a pensioner, oh of course, another puppy died, oh god, puppies are shitting themselves to death, somebody shot that one through the head. We've got this complete dummy shouting about something or other. Who's he? Hibs fan. Nobody wants to even talk about Hibs fan, let alone look at them. And then we've got the FM, the fucking moron, right? There she's there. You know, let's get something straight, folks. That is no fucking Cleopatra, right? That's a mental, stupid bird for Ayrshire, okay? So, let's get rid of that. What else? Another fucking puppy dying. You know, so I came there for a specific story and it's no there. So I'm going to take you to it, right? Okay. You might have heard of this and you might not have heard of this. But right now, there's a ship blocking the Suez Canal. What does that mean to me? It doesn't matter to me. I only care about puppies dying. I only care about puppies dying and Scottish independence. That's what they want you to think. Try and think outside the box. That's why I'm here, right? Now, where are you now? Where have you been for the last year? Like the rest of the world, you've been stuck in the house. Why? Because of a virus. What virus? COVID-19. And where did that come from? That came from China, didn't it, folks? So China has caused the world's economy, and I mean everybody, the world's economy to be flattened, right? Governments are paying for people to stay in their house right now. I don't know if you really grasp the situation we're in. I don't know if you remember, but see when the COVID thing first started, I was very active. If you go back and look at my videos, I was very active at the beginning of the year. I predicted most of what's happened. When Nicola Sturgeon was shouting, only 500 people can gather, no more than 500 people, I was screaming, shut it down, shut the schools down. When she's decided to put people back to the kids back to school, I says it's just going to act as an amplifier for the virus. 2 weeks later, they shut all the schools down because everything went through the roof. They don't listen, but they're certainly not listening to me. But let's look at something else then. At the beginning, you may not be aware, but at the beginning of the outbreak, when it became obvious that the world was going to be really severely hit by it, especially America, and a lot of people were dying in New York in the early months of 2020. Do you know that the entire Chinese Communist Party, higher echelons of power, Xi Jinping and all his cronies, do you know they disappeared for 3 weeks? Where do you think they went? Nobody could find them. They didn't know where they went. I'll tell you where they went. They went into bunkers because they expected an attack. They expected a possible nuclear strike from Trump because he was saying they have just gave us a virus. They have, in fact, gave us the virus, but they had not expected the President of the United States to threaten them. But when they suddenly realised that it was all just a piece of theatre, they came out, they came back and started appearing with masks on bridges overlooking Wuhan, pointing and all that. Only 6,000 people died here. Only 60,000 people had it in Wuhan, you know. It was over 400,000 people in Wuhan had it. Right, there's 12 million people stay there, and the honest count from a particular newspaper was 600,000 had it, and that was the last genuine report. We've had nothing since, because probably the people that reported it are dead. I mean, while we are sitting here talking, there's people lying in jail being tortured in China. There's people having their organs harvested in China. You know, let's not forget that. Those degenerate Chinese communists. So, taking that into consideration, right? What's happening in the world now while this is happening. So why am I talking about this? So let's face it then. So on the one hand, the world's economies have been flatlined. The world's on its knees. I mean Europe, I mean America, South America, everywhere is flattened, right? We're not in a fit state to do anything. And then all of a sudden the Suez Canal gets blocked. Does that not sound like a film to you? You know, like a Hollywood movie? Does that not sound like some sort of plot? Do you know how much shipping comes through the Suez Canal? 10% of the world's shipping comes through that canal from one side of the planet to the other. And look at that ship there. It's got it on it. It tells you. They're advertising what it is. Evergreen. Who owns Evergreen? Well, let me tell you who owns Evergreen. The Chinese own Evergreen. It's a Chinese ship that's managed to go straight across the Suez Canal. I mean, that isn't an accident. If you think that's an accident, there's something wrong with you. He's ran aground diagonally across the Suez Canal and blocked off all the shipping, the world shipping that comes through there. And it's a Chinese company that owns it. To block that channel means that you cannot reinforce anything through it. You can't send warships through it. It's blocked. So something's about to go down in the South China Sea. And the Chinese have been warning about it. In the last week or two, they've been pointing the finger at America and saying, you will do what you're told. And Joe Biden is saying things like, when he first came into office, we need to be patient with the Chinese. He's bought and paid for. They've got blackmail stuff on Joe Biden and his family. He's going to do nothing. So my prediction is that something's going to go down in the South China Sea very, very soon. And it may be Taiwan, but there's something going to happen there. I'm sure the military are aware of it and we're not being told of it. And remember, it's just been announced by the British government that for the first time in 40 years they're going to increase the amount of nuclear weapons we've got, and they're making overtones towards how belligerent China has become. So if that sort of scenario is being painted, things are pretty serious. You're just not being made aware of it, folks. But the things that are happening around you, like this being blocked, the Suez Canal being blocked off, it could be an exercise that China's trying to see how easy it can be done. Choke the Suez Canal, no reinforcements from this side of the world can come through. Isolate, at the very least, destroy some more of the economies in the West. Well, that's my view on it. Anyway, you like the content, hit the like button, share and subscribe, because that's what I've got to say about that. Peace out.
How dare you!